Welcome to NAHB's Macroeconomic Outlook for April 2025. The final estimate on real gross domestic product, or GDP, for the fourth quarter of 2024 came in at 2.4%, with consumer spending continuing to be the main driver of growth. The U.S. economy grew by an average of 2.8% in 2024, on par with rates seen over the previous 2 years. Nevertheless, the outlook for growth over the coming quarters will be mild due to downward pressure across all four major components of GDP: slowing consumer spending, a pullback in business investment, a decrease in government expenditures, and an increase in imports, causing net exports to be negative. As a result, NAHB is forecasting a quarterly GDP growth rate of less than 1% through most of 2025. Shifting focus to the labor market, the economy added 228,000 jobs last month, beating consensus expectations. However, revisions for the January and February headline figures saw that payroll employment was a combined 48,000 jobs less than what was previously reported. Wages remain robust, as average hourly earnings increased 3.8% year over year in March. The unemployment rate did tick up from 4.1% to 4.2%, but the change month over month was mainly due to rounding, since the difference was only 1 basis point. NAHB expects job growth will continue to slow, and the unemployment rate will rise in the short term, but not above 5%. Moving to inflation, the Consumer Price Index, or CPI, came in at 2.4% on a year-over-year basis for March, which is the lowest reading since February of 2021. Another inflation indicator is the core, which excludes volatile food and energy categories, Personal Consumption Expenditures Index, or core PCE, that is derived from the GDP report. Core PCE for the month of February came in at 2.8%. It's important to note that these readings do not fully capture the true impact of current tariff announcements, which will put upward pressure on inflation. While the shelter component of CPI has been below 5% for 7 straight months and posted its lowest annual gain since November of 2021 at 4%, it remains the single largest contributor to rising prices, accounting for 59% of the yearly increase in inflation. Increasing housing production is the primary solution to decrease inflation rates, helping the Federal Reserve to achieve its inflation target of 2%. As of April 10th, the current Freddie Mac 30-year fixed-rate mortgage sits at 6.62%, marking the 12th consecutive week below 7%. While it will not be smooth, NAHB anticipates the 30-year mortgage rate to average around this rate by the end of 2025 and just above 6% by the end of 2026. Thank you very much, and we will see you next time.